Hey everyone, it's Craig.
And Katya.
And you know what we want to tell them about?
Hawaii Five-0 is having a sale on pilgrim hats.
That's right, and pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel bread is so underrated. That's why I choose rye.
And that's why I like to go check out my options on patreon.com/Katya and Craig.
That's where all the relevant tea is spilled, as it were, and not to mention certain facts that can be used as receipts upon dragging a person, tearing off their wig, going off, snapping. Snatching.
Absolutely.
Spalding.
Oh,
Spalding Gray her. Drag her, monologue her.
Diane Weist her.
Oh my God. Ellen barking her to death, hunty.
Barbara Hershey.
Oh, who Hershey?
Who was she?
Damn.
Find out all that and more on patreon.com/Katya and Craig. Because what do we have there? We got the bonus episodes?
We got bonus episodes. We got extra episodes. We got exclusive episodes. We got firewall pay-through non-standard secret episodes. We got movie clubs. We got anti-movie clubs. We got fish and chips. We got haggis. We got deals and deal or no deals. And we got Howie Mandel's OCD pay-per-view comedy hour.
That's right. Absolutely. All that and more, plus listen to questions. So listen, go there at patreon.com/Katya and Craig and enjoy yourself. So listen, why don't we get into the episode now?
A Russian ballerina, stomping on a bureaucrat, a perky suburban housewife who just got into scat. It's whimsically volatile.
You're playing Candy Crush? That's okay. We need a little distraction sometimes, especially from this show.
Candy Crush.
Yeah, Granny Crush.
Granny Crush. Yeah.
Hot. That's hot.
Crushing grannies left and right.
Smashing them down. Knocking them off one by one.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you over the age of 80?
Oh, you are?
I'm about to crush you.
I need points.
If you had to kill somebody today, you had to murder somebody.
Murder someone. Full on.
Murder somebody, you had to strangle them to death.
I had to strangle. I couldn't choose my mode.
No. Strangled to death.
Okay, with my bare hands.
Who would it be?
Well, I have an idea, but
but you can't say. So
maybe I just don't want to say. Yeah, I think it wouldn't be good for their day,
right,
and mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you sneak up on them? Would you invite them?
That's a good question. Well, I couldn't do it with the shoes I normally wear.
They could hear you coming down the block. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. You'd have to get a nice pair of sneakers.
Yes, that's true. Or maybe
a pair of Crocs.
No, some Crocs. Maybe some of those Post Malone limited edition Crocs.
Yeah.
But, the trouble with that is I don't think there's any available.
And they're certainly out of giblets.
Fuck.
Giblets, though.
Giblets. Well, maybe I could get some giblets, stuff those in the holes.
Maybe you put the giblets in the crock pot while the Crocs are on back order.
Oh, so you got something to do, and you got some alluring smells to keep you distracted in the meantime. And you can listen to Post Malone's album.
You sure can.
And then you can stare at pictures of his face, which is decorated with the words,
"Always tired, stay away."
That's right. Also ballet slippers.
Sure.
That would work. It'd be better than the Crocs in terms of preventing noise.
Yeah. Or you could wear those wooden those Japanese wooden slippers that are very noisy. And hard to walk in.
Okay. So I'd have to be sort of already located near the person before I decided to sort of lunge and strangle.
I think if you,
What about you? How would you sneak up on them?
I'm trying to think if I had to strangle somebody, who would it be?
Well, that's the premise. We have to strangle someone. We have to pick someone in our minds.
Yeah.
I think that would make the decision for you as to how you would approach.
I'm sorry to say, it would have to be a very old person. Well, here's my reasoning.
Okay, no, please.
Long life.
Sure.
It'd have to be I know, because you never said, I never said how to strangle.
No, I asked with your bare hands.
Yes.
And you said yes.
But what if my bare hands are holding a pillow? And they're suffocating them. No, that's too easy. That's too easy.
You're weaseling out of this one.
Easy, yeah. That's how, spoiler, that's how Daenerys Targaryen killed Khal Drogo.
With a pillow.
Yes, literally.
With all of the exciting
Game of Thrones
hardware available.
Yeah, he's like a dying Dothraki leader, and he's on his deathbed wheezing, and she's like, you know what? It's a wrap. So she smothers him with a pillow, She doesn't like grab a sickle and like slash his head off or anything.
Right.
But she at this point is like she's in love with him. So, anyways, I would.
So wait, she's in love with him. And now, is this done out of mercy or because?
I think it's a mercy thing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mother's mercy.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay. Spoiler: didn't know she was a mother.
Mother dragons.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think it would be quite macabre to strangle an old person to death.
Sure. Yeah.
Very
I'd have
old.
To, I'd
I'm
have to agree
talking
with
old.
You. Like what? 90s?
Yeah, I'm talking. I've snuck into the palliative care in my Crocs, in my
Sure.
scrubs,
Yeah.
or my pajama bottoms.
Looking like the new orderly.
Yep. Ooh, and then Mrs. Robinson or Mrs. Jefferson.
Mrs. Sandstone.
Yeah, Miss Sandstone. Miss Sandy Sandstone. It's time for your meds.
Time for your neck massage.
Yeah. Let's see if we can loosen up those tendons. Yeah, and then just strangle.
Sure. You want to get the knots out.
It would be so easy.
So your aim is to have it be as no muss, no fuss as possible, and also to be slightly mercy killing. A slight mercy killing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd probably do somebody who is has some kind of terminal illness, who is maybe rejected by a Dr. Kevorkian.
Okay. Sure.
Say, I'll pick up the slack here.
Yeah. I'll take care
then
of this.
I could even be like, well, you got any money?
You know, Kevorkian costs a lot of money. The travel.
how much he does.
I'm local. I don't know. Is he still around or did he die?
I don't know. But do you believe
Believe in Dr. Kevorkian?
do you believe in life after Dr. Kevorkian? Do you think that he's you know what I'm trying to say? Do you agree
Yeah.
with assisted suicide?
I think if
Euthanasia.
Yeah, I think if an adult person wants to go that way, it's their right to decide that sort of thing. It's sad, but
Is it?
Well, I guess it's not if they're ill and they can't live a life with any quality to it.
Yeah, because I think what's sad is like having to like string it out of like long pain,
Yeah.
pain and degradation.
That's
humiliation.
true. That's certainly sad enough. So, you listen, I'm sure no one who makes that decision is making it casually.
No, certainly not.
No.
Is there a band called Youth in Asia?
There is.
There is, yeah.
There is.
I think that's how I became familiar with the term.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's the old band.
Yeah, I think so.
80s,
They've been
90s?
around for a while.
Yeah.
I think it's a 90s ska band.
Okay.
Let's look them up. Let's look them up.
Did they talk about palliative care, end of life scenarios?
Well, most of their albums are concept albums about palliative care. Now, what was your musical that you're going to be working on that has the palliative care ward?
It's the Hospice Negotiator.
Oh, that's right. Now, it is a musical, correct?
No, it's a
high energy thriller, a drama.
It's a TV. It's a network drama. It's a network thriller.
Oh, okay.
It's a sitcom.
Oh, like ER.
It's a 20-minute. It's like ER. Yeah. It's like The Good Wife. It's like Grey's Anatomy, and it's like Turner and Hooch, and then it's like it's also like
Cop and a Half.
Yeah. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, two. Yeah,
Is
Eat
that
the
one
Floor.
with Brigitte Nielsen?
Yeah, that's right.
Eat the Floor.
Eat the Floor. Yeah.
God damn, that scene is so great.
It's so good.
Goodbye, Mr. Whatever. She says.
Euthanasia is a band from the 80s. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. That's a
good.
relief. You're talking about bands, and that makes me think of the Straight Pride thing that we were talking about. You know, there's been some more development, some more revelations.
Really?
Yes. So the organization behind it, what is it? Happy Fun America? Let's pull up some info.
That sounds like a patronizing ploy or a patronizing attempt at a drug front. Or something.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like in a bad cartoon.
Yes.
It's like a company that turns out to be like poisoning children.
Right, exactly. Yeah. There's a sinister, it's
Nothing
a goof.
wrong here.
It's
headquarters for Happy Fun America. Certainly you're not up to any evil doing or shenanigans.
No, not us. And then twisted the mustache, twisted the wax.
And that cat on his lap is bloody and dead.
Apparently one of the guys behind it is actually affiliated with the Proud Boys.
Of course.
Yeah, so there's thuggishness all over the map on that.
Afoot.
We were talking about bands that might fit into the playlist. Now, we talked about Chumbawamba, of course, but another band I think might feature. This is Tran.
I'm going to leave. if you don't turn that off right now, I'm going to leave.
Are you sure?
I swear to God.
Okay.
Turn that. Please turn that.
Are you sure now?
Oh my God, I'm taking the headphones off.
Okay. Wait,
Turn
it's
it
gone.
off. Turn
It's
it
over.
off.
It's over. Put them back on.
I
Put them back
hate
on.
that.
Yeah, but don't you think that would fit in nicely?
No, that's too emotional.
But that would be when they're crossing the finish line, as it were.
Oh, maybe.
You know, they're coming to the end of the parade.
Yeah, because they're not heartless.
No, they just want what's right.
They just want what's white.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You got the white stuff, baby.
White stuff.
The Reich stuff.
Yeah.
You got the Reich stuff. Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Well,
Make
like,
it all
yeah.
over me.
Yeah. You
They
got
tried using Brad Pitt as the poster image boy.
Excuse me, what now?
They did. They decided
What the
to.
fuck is wrong with these? Well, do we even have to ask?
What isn't wrong with these
What
people?
isn't wrong with these people? You know what this is what I imagine. Not to the cheap shot like, oh, they just can't get laid. Small dick.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
This is what I do imagine though. Okay, ready? So when they take off their pants and panties.
Yes.
I'm going to paint a very vivid and
So
horrifying picture.
they're wearing panties.
No, under panties.
Okay, sure.
Whatever kind of
Underclothing,
underpanties.
yeah.
Underclothing. What is going on is
What's lurking beneath?
yes. So in the Golden Child, they try to poison the child with oatmeal that has blood in it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's white old oatmeal, and so their thighs are made out of oatmeal. But if you press on them, dark congealed blood comes up to the surface, and then their bellies hang lightly because they're made out of like cotton candy, and white, and then their little dinglings is like a little enamel button, that's lost in a carpet, shag carpet of pubic mice. And mice.
No,
and,
I'm with you along so far. It's very Golden Child.
Yeah, and then in order for them to attempt to penetrate any kind of orifice, they have to really lunge their pelvis forward, tuck their tail to try to have the button emerge from the moss.
Sure.
And the thing is, it never does, and then thus the frustration, and then the racism.
There you go. So it's not a matter of them being undesirable.
Oh, certainly not, because that description is anything. I mean, that's hot,
sexy. Well, also, so you're saying the thighs are almost translucent because when they're pressed,
the blood comes through.
Right. Yeah. The congealed blood comes up to the surface. So it's almost like one of those fresh rolls. That has a translucent skin on it.
Alternatively,
yes,
that's Josh, and then Brad.
Yeah. Not Brad Pitt.
No,
confused.
Brad with 2 D's.
Yeah,
and then,
sure.
He has a huge dong.
Okay.
That's a doughy, like, you know those chocolate chip, those cookie dough.
Yeah, the cookie dough little
rolls.
Yes, exactly.
Some people slice them up and eat them just uncooked.
Yeah.
They have just a vanilla one.
Sure. Okay.
And then it's a doughy roll.
Yeah.
That's about room temp or a little colder and soggy, always soggy.
Never,
and then flops.
And it never gets fully firm.
Can't get it firm.
Yeah.
No matter how you try. No matter how many Tiffany Amber Thiessen posters you got in that room.
Because he's straight.
Want to get into that vagina.
Yeah.
And he tries to push the roll into the vagina.
With his hand guiding it?
Too much.
Okay.
You can't do it. And
can't do it.
You can't push the pastry into the, like, it's trying to, you know what it is trying to do? It's like when you have a cake icing, you can't put it back in there.
No, it's like toothpaste, but better I like it with the cake icing.
Can't put toothpaste back in a roll. That's a proverb.
It is.
No,
yeah.
it is.
It is.
It is.
No, I believe you.
So you can't stuff a cookie dough roll in someone's vagina.
No, and you can't push the pastry.
No.
Nope, it's not going to happen.
So that's the two main the antagonizing forces that motivate and mobilize the unit.
Yeah.
And then they've got the Chad, who is the ideal.
With 2 D's as well, right?
Sure, why not add 3?
Perfect. Perfect.
Chad.
And by the way, Brad, it's short for Braddock.
Or Braddington.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you know that Fetty Wap is short for Confetti Wapner?
What? No, I didn't know that.
It's not true.
Oh, that's too bad because I was hoping they were related to Judge Wapner.
George J. Confetti Wapner.
Oh, of course.
Judge
of course.
Wapner.
Yeah,
Judge Wapner of Night Court. Not Night Court. People's Court. People's
That's
Court.
right. That's right.
For the people, by the people.
You're thinking about Judge Harry. Yeah, Judge Harry.
For the people, by the people. Confetti Wap.
Who is also
Confetti
for the
Wapner.
people, by the people. Yeah, yeah.
What was it? Cardigan, backyardigan? No, Cardi B.
Bacardi.
No, what was Cardi B's first name? Cardigan?
I thought it was Bacardi. I thought she was legitimately named after Bacardi.
Oh, no. This is not legitimate.
Forgive me. I'm not following the line.
It was, I forget, but Confetti Wapner would be great. Fetty Wap.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So
Brad
Pitt said no, ma'am.
Yeah, he was not pleased. I think he sent a cease and desist.
Did he catch wind of it? Maybe his people did.
I think his people caught wind of it because apparently they were putting out images promoting it with his image on it. Now they have a date for the parade.
You know, Brad Pitt is very fascinating. I mean, certainly he is an ideal to hold up to physically.
Sure, certainly.
And maybe success-wise, money-wise, talent-wise.
I'd say he ticks a lot of boxes.
Yes. He also, I mean, something I'm sure that they're choosing to overlook is that he is an extreme ally.
Absolutely. He said that he would not get married until gay marriage was legalized everywhere.
Like allyship on lock.
Yeah. He's not vague about what he considers to be the right thing. Yeah.
No.
And it's interesting that they would pick such a handsome, attractive, some would say pretty
Hollywood
person.
liberal elite. He's also been faggy. Like
Interview with a Vampire again.
Faggy. Yeah. But he's like he's the one you think of, like who's the guy? Who's he like Brad Pitt. Like that's you can't
that's not.
What about Chuck Norris?
That would be perfect
because he's a fucking douche.
Yeah, and he would be fucking thrilled. To be the face of straight pride.
Absolutely.
It's Texas. Country's going to shit.
Or James Woods.
James Woods would be so perfect. And I used to be a big James Woods fan until discovering.
Not anymore.
No.
You go on that motherfucker's Twitter page and it is vile and wretched and rotten.
The things he says in there are so disgusting.
Oh, he is disgusting.
And you know who else is disgusting?
Christy Swanson.
Is she? Is she a full-on right-winger?
Rotten and vile.
Wow.
And she teams up with James Woods. Anybody who's got a Bible verse in their Twitter profile,
suspect.
Goodbye.
Yep, canceled.
Goodbye. Also, thank you, because I know how to get out of the house quick. You're not trying to sniff around in any of the rooms.
No, they're trying to sneak up on you with a knife, but they're wearing clickety-clack shoes.
Yeah, and they're going, I'm going to kill you. Yeah, you just get right out of there. So anybody with a Bible verse in their Twitter profile, their bio, I know they have no business in that house, so I just leave. But she is like one of those people who, it's a very small crew of out and proud MAGA Trump supporting Hollywood people.
Right, the ones who say that they're
isolated, discriminated against, shunned.
Yeah,
no shit, because you're an asshole.
Yeah, and not any of the world's greatest actors.
Oh no, I mean James Wood's a great actor.
No, he is.
Yeah,
and
Christy
that's
Swanson, you were
part.
Buffy.
Yeah, was and
now is heavily eclipsed. People are probably saying, what are you talking about? That was Sarah Michelle Gellar. And you're absolutely right, because that's the only Buffy we're going to work now.
Maybe that frustration is what led her to this madness. And then, of course, the other line they say is that they've lost jobs because of their unwillingness to hide their true preferences.
Yeah, that actually works in a lot of ways. Not saying it's right, but it's
just
like
happens.
That's absolutely how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why is Hollywood so liberal? Oh, gays and Jews.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The gayish Jew Illuminati.
Guess who they have for their actual poster boy, a.k.a. mascot?
Who?
It's not going to be Honeydew
Dean
Jones. No. Is he also?
Yes, he is.
Oh, wow. That's a shame because all that talent, right?
Yeah.
No, Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. He had some
He's gay.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to hear what he had to say about the whole thing?
Oh, I can't wait.
Thought of another song that we'll hear on the parade, but we'll get to that in a moment.
Don't you dare malign the peanut vendor song.
How dare you?
Could you imagine? That's what they tried to do, Chubby Checker.
That would be incredible.
Peanut.
Chubby Checker would be outraged.
Is he dead?
No, he's very much alive.
Okay,
yeah, very much alive.
What did Milo the Dog have to say?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me if they were going to use Piss Slave.
Oh.
This is what Milo had to say.
Okay.
I might technically be a sequined and perfectly coiffed friend of Dorothy's, but I've spent my entire career advocating for the rights of America's most brutally repressed identity, straight people. So I know a thing or two about discrimination.
This is absolutely tongue-in-cheek. It has to be.
I don't know what it is, but He made fun. Now, I wish I could find the clip. If I can find it, I'll put it in later. But I heard a clip of him saying, basically joking about making awful comments about trans people.
Okay.
And saying, because it's not like they don't have like mental defects or something of that nature.
Sure.
Little sidebar. All of this stuff reminded me of this time that I brought a girl back from a party. Didn't really know her. She was like a friend of a friend of a friend. So there was like a lot of degrees of separation. Usually, if it's a friend of a friend, they're sort of vetted in terms of like not being a maniac, right? Well, this time they were here and their car was parked nearby. This is why they ended up in the area. And she was coming over for, whatever you do and a little entertaining. She couldn't go anywhere unless she Ubered back home, and then it would be a whole thing. She'd have to Uber back to get the car. So we're here, and then there was a light making out happening, and then she started doing this annoying thing, which was like, "Oh no, we can't." And I'm like, "All right." And then she'd come over and then start making out with me, and then go, "Oh no,
we mustn't."
Exactly,
Charles.
Yeah, right. Which is really like,
whatever.
Once you're over the age of 15, that's kind of dull.
But Charles, we mustn't.
Oh, but darling,
we can't.
And I was like, okay, whatever. But then she kept, it kept going like that.
Okay.
Until, and this is only about 15 minutes later, it's like a saga. She goes, "What do you think about Trump?"
Okay.
And I said, "Oh, well, I mean, he's the worst."
And
I said, "What do you think about Trump?" Because you don't bring that up.
What do you think about Trump? Wait, hold on. What do you think about Trump? And what'd she say?
Well, you mean like almost if you get the answer right, it's Party City?
Right. Okay.
Maybe but I wasn't going to get the answer right for her because she says, "Well, I don't really like him as a person, but I think he's done wonderful things for the country."
Fascinating.
Yeah.
What else did she say?
Oh, she had some real corkers. She had like a greatest hits of shithead things to say, especially in this situation. She then had made not even really funny Jewish joke. So I thought she was Jewish.
Lord.
I just thought she was Jewish because it wasn't even a funny joke too. It was one of those confusing ones. It had something to do with going to the planet Jupiter. And
you're kidding.
No.
A pun, like
a bad pun.
Oh my God.
But I just thought, oh, okay, so she's Jewish because who would make a Jewish joke if you're not Jewish? Well, a bigot is the answer to that.
Yes, an anti-Semitic piece of shit.
That's exactly right.
What it turns out.
So then she made it again or something, and I said, "Wait, what do you? Are you Jewish?" And she said, "No, are you?" And I said, "No, but I'm actually curious if you are because you just made a Jew joke." She goes, No, it's not that. It's just really don't like Jews."
Oh my God.
I can't even retell without laughing at how absurd this is.
Shit.
Yeah. So, and this is all in the span of like
she was
3
like
minutes.
A pure scum bucket.
That's what I would say if it didn't
Any
continue.
N-words fly?
Well,
are you serious?
No, not that, but pretty close. Oh, and the Jewish people thing, I said, I was laughing at her in disbelief, and I go, I really don't know what to say to that. And she goes, "What? Do you like Jewish people?" And I was like,
"What?
Yeah." And then I go, yeah. And then she says, "Why?"
Because they're rich. They're rich, and I love those big oily noses.
Oh, I just love money.
Yeah, I love money. I love.
And then factor into this, like it would
Why
be.
do you love Jewish people?
Yeah. Why? Challenging me to this, right? Challenging me. Then,
oh my God.
She goes into, well, I'm not racist though.
Of course not.
No, of course not. That would be totally out of line with what you've been saying so far.
And also, they're so vulgar.
Oh yeah.
It's just
well, here's what she said. She said, "Well, it's not like I don't like black people, but the most confusing day of the year in Compton is Father's Day."
Oh my God.
My actual response was, like,
you clutched your pearls.
I clutched my pearls. I blanched.
Oh my God.
Intensely. And then the train kept it rolling because she brings up the wall and how she's for the wall.
Okay.
She is Mexican.
Interesting.
That's probably the least shocking thing of it all. Then it's more of a matter of like, okay, I'm going to get the comforter for you and you can sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bed because she was too drunk to go drive her car. So
I think you should have kicked her out.
Here are your keys.
No,
have a good time.
No, don't give her keys.
No, but what are they going to do? And then they'll be in the hallway all mad?
No. Kick her out. You be like, I know what we're going to do. We're going to go get some fresh air.
Oh, and then
you walk her out into the front and you throw the keys into the bushes.
Well, no, that's a little, listen, that's too cruel even for such a bigot.
Wow.
Well, here's why, because it's not so much that I would feel bad about doing that to any other person. The fact that
even a Jew? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just taking it. You know what I mean?
Why would you? Why?
Why? Do you like Jews?
You like Jews?
Why? What the fuck is wrong with this stupid bitch?
Plenty. And I was just stunned at the turn of events.
So she was drunk, right? She was drunk. So
not like blackout, but I mean like
she was
not
tipsy
in any shape to drive.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if now in the morning did you have any conversations with her?
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It was
no.
like a quick.
Well, she left before I woke up.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Which was good. Except
That's great. She stole something.
Thankfully, no.
Okay.
But she left my door wide open.
Oh my! That is so funny. Raised in a barn.
Yeah.
Raised in a barn. They say, why is the door open? You raised in a barn?
Exactly. But she probably hates farmers.
She was a barn animal.
Yeah, she was a barn woman.
She was a horse girl.
Oh, wait, I forgot. I forgot some other stuff she said.
She get what? She loves horses?
No. The subject of Hedwig came up, as it's wont to do in my
Okay. Oh, she hates fags? Of course. Must.
Well, no. Here's the other weird thing. She's supposedly bi, but had all these kind of prejudices about male homosexuals and bis. So, or bi people, however one would say that. So I forgot. Her Greatest Hits was a long album.
Wow.
So Hedwig, she sees a picture and she goes, is that a man? So right then I kind of get a gauge on her cultural awareness.
So she's a fucking idiot also.
Sad to say,
a fucking moron.
Yes. Yeah. And if you're listening to this, I'm not saying anything that's not true, so I'm real sorry, and I'm sure you probably have turned it off by now. But it's not like I expect to see her again. So.
Yeah, young lady, hello, hi. I'm a fag, and I just like to say you're a worthless, vile cretin, and I hope that you die. Just kidding.
No, in the movie version.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, in the
not
film,
even in the movie version.
adaptation?
I want her to be touched by an angle where she gets
Anglo-Saxon.
Where she has
a carpentry
head
business.
a head.
Contusion.
She wanders into the street drunk.
Oh,
and she gets hit by a car, and she has a
concussion
that turns her into an angel. And she just wanders right into the gay and lesbian center right on McCadden Place and volunteers for the rest of her life.
Okay,
she says, hello.
Because she realizes the error of her ways.
Not even that. She's just like, I want to do something fun today. Help the needy. And that's it. That doesn't go any deeper than that.
Well, I think your opinion of her might even get more intense once I tell you this bit that I've forgotten. Okay. So after is that a man thing?
Yeah.
She said something about enjoying wearing wigs sometimes.
Wig wearer.
Yeah. So
nice.
Likes to wear wigs. But
I love that.
Then I said, oh, that's fun, And she goes, what, do you do that? And I go, I haven't, but I mean,
I could.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She goes, oh, well, it's good you didn't because I would judge you for that.
I actually want to hang out with this person.
Oh, I could have maybe arranged that, but the trouble then is that I would have to see them. So
yes. Maybe I could meet her for coffee one day and say, what is wrong with you, young woman?
Well, that would be do you have that much time? You don't like long films.
Yeah, I don't. I certainly don't. Anything else?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. We're not done.
God. She is a loathsome individual.
Yeah, sad to say. Then she gets on the subject of trans people.
Oh, gosh.
She brings it up, by the way.
She said they're mentally ill?
Yes, she did. Yeah. It's just that they have a mental defect.
Okay.
Don't you agree?
I love this. Do you love Jewish people? Why?
Why?
It's just that they're retarded. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Like, what is...
They're just sick in the head.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah.
I mean,
Aren't they?
I'm right. I mean, and this is forgetting even about
How old is she?
30 something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not as much fun as the TV show 30 something, for sure. And I forgot also that she got into the Obama hatred somewhere in the middle of it when I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Because he was born in Syria.
Well, yeah, you know about him,
born in Kenya, Muslim born in Kenya.
Well, we all know about Obama, right?
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
now
man.
men are wearing wigs. Whoa.
And I think I said to her at one point, after the trans thing, I was like, do you have any idea, like, the world I moved through at all?
Yeah.
And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, and then I was like, I can't, there's no explanation. I mean, there's no getting through to her. There's no, like, you really are offending me.
Yeah. Neck deep in trans gay Jewry. Like, it is a trans gay Jew parade.
Oh, racist.
Black
Yeah.
gay, trans Jews.
Mexicans as well.
Mexicans.
Being, I guess, illegal Mexicans.
Yeah.
She's Mexican.
Mama, we are undocumented, black, trans, gay, Jewish. Wearing wigs.
That's right.
We're wearing wigs all day. We got wigs on wigs. Yeah. We got a black wig on a Jewish wig. And we just came out as trans with no documents. Hello,
and guess
hi.
what? These were all made in Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that was
the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Go big or go home.
Well, sure, I guess so. I mean, plus, add to that whole, oh, come here. Oh, no, I mustn't. Oh, come here.
Right.
Oh, I mustn't.
The
and
whole
then
little thingy.
was trying to sell me on this idea that we should date and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, what now?
Sorry, I can't. I wear wigs.
Yeah. I can't help you with that.
I cannot be judged.
I can't help you with that because
I shan't be judged.
I mean,
for
as
the
you
wig
know,
wearing.
I love Jews, so you can't really. I can't tell you why.
I wonder how she feels about the Chinese.
Oh, I wish we got into it.
You got to get into it because
God damn.
people's because in my experience as a whitey, bigotry, hatred. I'm talking about the word like hatred rather than like
intolerance,
a fleeting intolerance, or like a casual indifference towards. I'm talking about like a hatred, a bigotry towards Asians.
Yes,
I find befuddling because I just don't because it's not in my experience.
Sure.
So I just. I've come across so many people who hate black people, who hate trans people, who hate gay people, Jews.
Sure.
So I'm very curious to see
what kind of folk.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to see how she feels about Asians. Also,
I have a guess.
Yeah.
But
do you like chinks? Why? Like what the fuck? But it's. Well, my friend was telling me that she that her mom hated Filipinos, but she was Vietnamese, and because she hated. She's like, but what she's. It was very the same exact kind of mentality you're talking about. You're like, so say call her name is like Judy. Say, Judy, why do you hate Filipinos? Well, I don't hate them. They're just disgusting. Like it's that kind of.
It was just as if you were saying.
I'm not racist. They're subhuman garbage people who pollute everything they touch.
I don't hate them though.
Yeah, but I mean that's not my problem.
No, I didn't create that. No, I didn't make that the reality.
I don't. I'm not responsible for them being inbred turd people from an. You know what I mean? Like
it's not my fault.
The way they smell makes me shit myself, or like makes me vomit.
Don't you notice it?
Yeah,
that kind of thing. That
was the whole thing. You're like. No, Judy, you are being completely inappropriate and totally racist. Like, but it's not my fault. They're gross.
Wasn't this in a workplace environment?
Yeah. Like at a hospital or something.
And she ended up losing her gig because of this, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I know the story. I'm guessing. Yeah.
I don't even remember it, but it's like that was the gist. That was the gig. Yeah. And then later on, the moral of the story is later on it was completely. It's a happy ending. Like the person's made aware of their bigotry purchase. Like,
wait, there was a happy ending?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Happy ending in that there's learning involved.
Oh, because they lost the gig?
I think it took a few gigs.
Oh, yeah, that'll learn you. That'll learn you. Mm-hmm. But then it made me wonder what her workplace is like. Do they talk about stuff like this? Is this the water cooler chatter? I'm talking about the one that was over here.
Oh my God. Right. What does this person do? During the day?
I wouldn't want to say, just in case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Something not fun.
Okay, maybe office job.
Yeah, office job.
Something like that.
Not to shade office jobs. There's lots of non-horrible people that do that.
Oh, she's a telemarketer, isn't she?
Well, maybe. No, I don't actually really know. I can't remember. Okay. I can't entirely remember.
Yeah. Wow. God damn. Well, when I went to the Olive Garden the other day.
Oh yeah, sure. What'd you have at the Olive Garden?
Oh my God.
You love the Olive Garden?
And apparently I eat it. I eat so fast. Apparently, because I like
you are a speed eater, yeah.
Shoveled that shit down.
Yeah. What do you start with at the Olive Garden?
Oh, just your soup and salad and salad and breadsticks, of course.
The soup and salad and soup. Yeah.
And then
yeah. How many of those do you put away?
Oh, good. I could probably eat by myself like 8 breadsticks, which is not that much, and then a few
salads.
Wait a
second. Not that much. Aren't those like little mini loaves of bread?
No.
How big are they? They're like a drumstick size, yeah?
I don't know. It's a mini baguette. Very mini.
Okay, so
mini.
8 of them and then
like
a big bowl of soup. Oh, okay. All right.
It's like a dildo.
A thin dildo?
Not that thin.
Like a beginner's dildo?
No, bigger than that.
That's a lot of bread.
It's a little bit smaller than this.
Okay, and just so the listeners know, there isn't a dildo on the coffee table today. There is a TV remote. So it's about the size of a universal TV remote.
A little smaller. But
a little
lovely.
smaller, like
Lovely
3/4 size that.
Well, it probably actually balances out to that because it's not so
Girthy?
compressed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then just rigatoni with meat sauce. You better believe it. Just
Nice
love
big bucket of it.
Spaghetti with meat sauce, large portions, family style. And I
Family style for one.
Family style for one. And I love it. And I feel sick after because I eat too much and too quickly. And then I have to go take a nap.
Okay.
And it's so lovely. But the point of that story was that we're in there, 80% Latino, I'd say.
Really?
Because it was in the Valley. And 80% Latino. And here's the thing. It does not matter what color you are or what
race
ethnicity,
or
race,
color, creed.
Trashy people are trashy people. Like, I don't care if they're black, I don't care if they're white. They all look the same to me. If they're trashy, they're trashy.
Okay, so if they're at the Olive Garden, is that?
No, I don't want to single out the Olive Garden, but the Olive Garden is not a hub of sophistication.
Well, okay, sure. That's fair enough.
It's not a hub.
Sure.
And here's the other thing. The same goes for wealth. Like trashy rich, trashy
it doesn't
poor.
matter.
Doesn't fucking matter. Money
Tacky
can't buy you
as
taste.
well. I mean, tacky
tacky is what you are if you're trashy with money.
Right. You're right. Okay,
the same way that like you're just crazy, or if you got money, you're eccentric.
That's right. That also holds true for very rich alcoholics.
Yeah.
They're just eccentric and they're so fun-loving and
tortured.
Yeah, that's
You're tortured if you have money.
That's right.
You're horrible if you're poor. Yeah, so like tacky is to trashy as eccentric is to crazy.
Yeah.
And just dumb. Mm-hmm. And then there's dumb. That's across the board. But I was like, but the point of it is I was like, I don't see. So I see the America that the white MAGA people want right here.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just Mexican. That's the only difference.
Yeah, sure.
That's the only difference. There's no.
That's a big difference to them.
I guess.
To the MAGA people.
Because
they're other. They're other.
That is so stupid. I was like, don't you guys you realize if you just dropped that prejudice, you could take over the world.
That's actually very true.
These are all working class folks working maybe up to lower middle.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I'm generalizing, but not that much. I mean, the whole restaurant was filled with people who were we're just exchanging for white folks. It's the same. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. And for anyone who's confused, it's about the Olive Garden as a testing group, if you will, as a symbol, as it's the group, the people that they're it's like Bob Regular and except it's like Jose Regular, sure,
and but the thing is, I'm not it literally is Americanized. These people have lived here, and are American.
Oh, they're probably third or fourth generation living here.
They probably don't even fucking speak Spanish.
Of course, yeah,
and. Or maybe they do, but it doesn't matter. And even you have your the abuelita in the middle of the table who looks, she looks very Latina. It's the same as a fucking Grandma Ruth who's who's just drooling at the end of the table. And it is that same fucking thing. It's the same thing. They're so American. They are so American.
And to that point, the thugs that go around talking about how immigration is evil and will be the end and ruin of our country are descendants of people who came here on boats probably only 2 or 3 generations ago.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's okay for us, but not you.
Absurd.
Yeah.
It's so absurd. Well, it's just the whole staking the claim thing. It's I got here first.
Yeah, and then pointing a finger and going,
it's how
you're
dare
bad.
you?
Yeah.
How dare you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it that people, I love when people talk about how much they love the Constitution. What? Shut up.
Well, no, people are sitting around reading it all the time.
Oh my God. Well, I have my scroll on my dinner table. Yeah. It's so great. But anyway, so it would just it was a really interesting thing because I always, it was literally you took the Olive Garden from back home in Marlboro. Mm-hmm. And although that one now is a lot more diverse because Marlboro's more diverse now, but
oh, interesting.
Just, whatever, Iowa or whatever, it's just, they're all the same. Oh my God, they're all the same people. They do not look, they have their phones on their, clips outside their pants and
sure,
whatever,
which is the new fanny pack, I think.
There you go. And I'm not saying like I
You're
don't
not shitting.
like. I'm not shitting
No.
on other people. I'm just saying that there's no fucking difference.
You're basically saying that
it's so obvious to me, though.
culturally, there's no difference.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right.
Like, okay, maybe they cook something a little bit different at home, or like they don't have American chop suey. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know what the whole point of that story was. I have no idea. But
well, I think you're basically saying that the division that happens because people are bigots
is absurd.
It's completely
It's
absurd.
all arbitrary.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
we
completely
all know
imbecilic.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
for a Mexican to be for the wall is mind-blowing to me. The other thing that it pointed out to me is the willingness of people to just gobble down Fox News. Because you know why? Because thankfully I don't encounter it face-to-face all that much, because people talk about the bubble, which I love the bubble.
I love the bubble.
Bless
too.
the bubble.
Be the bubble.
Yeah, be the bubble you wish to be in the bubble. That's what I think. And it's really shocking when you're actually sitting there talking to someone and actually having to be like, no, Obama was good. Trump is... By the way, if she had said, I don't like the things he's done with the country, but I think he's a funny guy. As insane as that is, I would have preferred it over, I don't like him very much, but the wonderful things he's done for the country.
Sure.
All the wonderful things. You know, like forbidding U.S. embassies to fly the pride flag.
Oh, love that.
Thankfully, a lot of them are disregarding his instructions.
The Fox News thing is for many people is just the news.
Well,
right?
sadly, yeah.
It's just the news. You turn on the news, like what's on the news? That's the news. I don't know.
And you just buy what they say.
They're oh boy.
But it's very specific. Fox News adherents are strictly Fox News disciples.
Mm-hmm.
They don't fuck with CNN or MSNBC because, you know, those are fake and corrupt.
Fake, corrupt, and faggy.
There you go. The
Jewy.
biggest sin, you know.
So faggy and Jewy.
Those New York types that are all over.
Oh, Jewish fags. Yeah. Just stuffing bagels up their asses.
You know what those New York types are like.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to say anything more about that.
It's great. Yeah, it is wild, man. It is wild. I mean, I had a moment where I was approached after I went to vote in a midterm election in Boston. I was approached by a news organization, or maybe like a small time thing, or even like just a journalist or a blogger or something.
Sure.
And they were like, who did you vote for and why?
Uh-huh.
And I was in a great mood, and I said, I voted for so-and-so. And then I realized I had no fucking idea why. And the crap that I started to say was the most horseshitty bullshit. and I was like, and then I just resorted to making a joke, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm just like those dumbasses.
Well,
but anyway,
in a way, that's true.
Yeah, like, I mean, I was just like, so what I think the thing is that my lesson at that point was like, let me be accurately aware of the level of information that I have regarding certain issues, and then act and speak and behave accordingly.
Sure. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do. Yeah.
I always
like maybe like do your due diligence.
Sure. Or shut the fuck up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because when I've often like affected this tone, and I know this sanctimonious tone, and whenever I'm trying to do that, I think the underlying issue is that I'm trying to convince myself that I'm better than other people.
Yeah, I think that's true for a lot of us.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to I don't want to debate anybody.
No.
I'd rather learn stuff. I don't want to fight you. I want to learn from you. That is a great little diffuser if you just stick your tongue out and go,
That's true. It's good for, well, not the bloggers so much because they have to transcribe that, but if it was an on camera, that was perfect.
Listen, Marty, I'm not trying to prove a point. I'm just trying to learn about life.
Well, listen, about the 9th Circuit District Court of Appeals.
But you gotta stick the tongue out. You gotta stick the tongue out.
I didn't do that. Yeah. Is that better? Is it better? Yeah, that's better. Websites. They're great. Want one? Get Wix. We're doing it. So the reason it's not up yet, totally down to us. We've been traveling too much. We're all over the place. We're in different parts of the country at the moment. However, what that really means is we're taking extra care to make sure everything on the website is as glorious as we want it to be. We could have had it up yesterday, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, because that's how easy it is to use Wix. because we don't know coding. I mean, do you know coding? A lot of people don't. And a lot of people are a little intimidated by the fact that they're not tech whizzes. You don't have to be one to use Wix. And using Wix is how you're going to get a fabulous professional website. There's 140 million other people who use Wix for their website, and you can start and publish for free. You choose from over 500 stunning templates or start from scratch, and you can change, customize, or add anything you want. And all sites include built-in SEO tools. Now, that's SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization, which is very, very helpful, particularly for businesses if you want your website to be found. It's really the most technologically advanced website building platform available. Tools for every kind of business, from e-commerce to music to hotels, events, restaurants, and more. And if you're just making a personal website, well, why not make it look the best you can, right? And also, it's so easy with Wix, why not? There's no HTML or CSS necessary. You can get started now by going to Wix.com, that's Wix.com/podcast, to get 10% off. Again, that's Wix.com/podcast. And soon we'll be sharing our website with you, and we want to see yours that you make with Wix. Oh, Milo had other things to say,
Of course he always does.
Always does.
You know what I actually ended up doing?
What did you do?
I watched a recording of one of his talks at a university. Of course,
Really?
Yep. And
it was illuminating, I'm sure.
it was illuminating because I had heard all this hubbub about him, and then I just didn't really. I kind of vaguely knew what he looked like, but I was like, okay, is he actually hot? Because if he was actually really hot, then I totally get it.
Right. How he gets away with the whole nonsense.
If you're hot, especially in those circles, please, like hotness is a big currency.
Yeah,
not
sure.
like Amy Goodman at Democracy Now, who's like looks like a witch with like straw gray hair with no makeup. You know what I mean? She's like really intelligent, just like objective and liberal, whatever. But like at the no frills.
Okay.
Like no frills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, the Tommy Lauren one, hot.
Oh, there you go.
Hot
Sure.
snatch. Like really beautiful white girl. Looks like a cheerleader.
Yeah, she kind of has a very I don't know what the term is for the face, but just kind of like a to me,
blonde bimbo.
Yeah,
blonde bimbo.
Yeah, well, you know what it is? It's almost like a caricature. Mm-hmm. Like what she actually looks like doesn't matter.
Right.
It's the caricature. It's the hair in a certain cut. It's the shrill tone.
Yeah. But imagine if she was like, Craig, I just think that compassion is the most, you know what I mean? Imagine if she changed over, like if she just completely.
This is a different person. Look, I mean, because I ended up with a troll in
there you
here.
go.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
It's not the standard. This is a very exception that proves the rule, by the way.
So, right, of course. But the Milo.
Yiannopoulos.
I was like, oh, he's got to be smoking hot because that would make perfect sense because he'll get a lot of forgiveness from even a lot of self-hating fags, and then
just some people who want to stare at him.
Yeah, just like, oh, he's hot, he's charismatic, he's he's bad. Ooh,
he's so edgy.
Bad. Yeah. And then I don't remember what I felt because at that point I don't care. He's so loathsome. The character is so loathsome that it makes the looks a complete moot point.
Yeah.
I'd rather like fuck a turd
that had proper political beliefs,
or just none. Just stick my.
Who chose no comment for the
great drag name, by the way, Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, that's really good.
Minh. That's my friend Irvin. So okay, what
was the one we saw? Kuda Peaberry.
Kuda Peaberry.
Ladies and gentlemen,
bring to the stage Ho Chi Minh, Kuda Peaberry and accompanied by Tinkle Tweaker.
Oh, fabulous!
I told you about Tinkle Tweaker.
No, is that real? Is that a real person?
Okay, let me get back to Milo for a second. Is it Milo or Milo? Milo and
Otis? Let's say Milo.
Okay, Milo. I saw the talk. I was very surprised because I was expecting somebody who was really good at public speaking.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
It was
pedestrian at best.
Oh, he had just all these tics that were like it was and you know when somebody's like laughing at a joke that nobody's laughing at, it's like you're not. I was like, okay, you're not fun. He's not funny. He's not funny.
No,
he's not. It's just crap. It's just shit.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, this is really interesting. This is a lot of hot air. And
he's a novelty.
Yeah.
Really, to a lot of people. I think
so, yeah.
also like in this case, they're like, oh, great, well, he's gay, but he's going to say what we want, probably with a cash incentive, I imagine.
Yeah, he's broke. He's selling all his shit.
Is he?
Yeah.
I know his house got destroyed, I think, in some natural disaster.
I also think he had a book deal that, like, fell through.
You know why it fell through? Because he made some vaguely pro-pedophilia statements.
Love that.
Yeah. Really smooth.
Like Klarna. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
You want me to bleep that?
Yes, I do. Tinkle tweaking.
Oh, yes. Tinkle tweaking.
This is really gross.
Okay.
Trigger warning, everybody. Drugs. If you booty bump,
sure,
meth piss.
Oh no. Okay.
Tinkle tweaking. Or if you're really high on drugs and you pee in the other person's bum. Yeah. Tinkle tweaking.
So that's the thing that happens.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, a lot of tweakers sometimes save their call it meth piss or chem piss.
Chem piss. That's more chic
on
name.
campus housing. Campus.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's why. That's what brought about the laughter. Actually,
I just feel like you're not listening to me. So isn't that disgusting?
That's vile.
Well, because here is gross. As a person who's walked the walk, I can tell you firsthand.
Well, you walked the walk with chem piss?
And
yes. By the way, I don't mean to say that piss play is gross. Not my thing.
No. But this is danger. This isn't. I think words like gross are now irrelevant. It's just like dangerous. For me.
Well, gross. Well, I don't want to be
on. I don't want to be on meth anymore. So it's like,
yeah. Well, look, you call it gross all you want. Okay, you do that, and then,
because a lot of times
I meant clean piss play. It's not gross. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
have at it.
Piss in my asshole, honey.
That's right. What did Goth Charlotte say?
Oh, I'm going to kill myself if I don't get some pee in this hole. It's disgusting.
Hopefully we'll have her on the show someday.
Okay, I know. Sorry. Sorry,
no,
Charlotte.
we're big fans.
Okay. But anyway, so like what happens a lot of time is that you're doing these drugs and you're neglecting like bodily functions like eating and drinking. Severe dehydration ensues.
Oh, so it's very concentrated.
It is like, I'm telling you, like 3 drops come out of your weenie and it smells like barbecue. It is disgusting.
Does it burn
orange,
on the way out?
Kind of, sort of. Orange. I mean, it smells like, so you know that we had that burning tar in the street?
That's right. So we were sitting at Joey's earlier wondering where that smell was coming from. As we're walking to
burning tar.
They're just burning tar.
Burning tar.
And then the poor people in the apartment on the 3rd floor in front of that building, you know that they're away for work for the day and their fucking balcony door is open.
Yeah, they're about to get nice char-broiled sheets tonight. And so it's like if you took that tar, that bucket of burning tar, and just pour some pulled pork in it,
sure,
with a little bit of barbecue sauce, and maybe just like a rotten ham. Like that's what it smells like.
Okay.
It's so gross. And you look in the toilet bowl, and it looks like you puked up a Thai iced tea. It's so orange and nasty. It's so gross.
And wait, is it so concentrated that it does that thing where it looks like it's floating like an icicle?
Mary, it's literally solid. It's like a casserole. Yeah. It's so great.
It's only
chunks.
It pretended to be liquid for a moment, like the thing.
Now that he's gone, we can assume our true form as the fucking the floating blob from that horror movie on the lake. You know? It's very that.
Creepshow 2.
Creepshow 2, except it's orange. And it's disgusting.
And it smells worse than the blob on Creepshow 2.
Yeah. Long story short, now if as many tweakers are want to do, because there's a lot of paranoia about saving all that. It's like pissing out liquid gold.
Oh,
you're like, there's so much in this crap that, by the way, my kidneys have rejected.
And this processed. Is the stuff that the kidney got rid of.
Yes, this is the waste. This is the chemical, this is toxic waste, literally.
Chem waste.
Yeah, this is biohazardous waste. And that I am going to save in bottles so that I can stick a little baster on that bottle and squirt it up my butthole and then get twisted again or keep the party going or somebody else's. But
now, do people drink it as well?
Yeah, they certainly do.
Oh yeah, because you're out of the baster, you can't find the baster. Where's the baster? Gotta knock a shot back.
And there's the only way, because what's more heartbreaking than
wasted chem piss?
Wasted chem piss all on your shag rug, not going up your butt, but all over it and then dripping down. Yeah.
So then you get the smell and you know that you've wasted it and you're constantly reminded of, just like the faint coffee smell you can get off the rug, because I still haven't put proper cleaner on it.
Yeah.
Since we had the spill last
lighter
week.
version.
Much lighter. Because it's only a faint coffee smell too, by the way. Yeah.
Oof. But yeah, so there's that tinkle tweaking. But I thought it's such a fun, frivolous, and little fruity name.
Yeah, it's a deceptively fun name for that.
So I would say, like, if you have if you have a couple of tweaker drag queens, you got Tinkle Tweaker,
sure,
with Crystal Pussyfoot or Crystal AB Dance Button, and they're
Crystal
both
AB Dance Button.
Crystal. So AB is it's a type of crystal, and a dance button is a type of earring. So it's like, I just need a Crystal AB Dance Button. They're from the Crystal Palace, though. Under the tutelage of Miss Tina Turner.
Of course.
Willem and I were talking about this the other day. Oh my god. But yeah,
Crystal
Tina
Palace.
Turner.
That's
Crystal
pretty
Palace.
major.
The Crystal Palace. Yeah,
that's not a bad drag name either. But
it's not. But you know what? I was thinking, meth is so disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And
breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Want to disabuse you of that glamorous notion?
Anybody what did she say? How dare she? You know what? Okay, I can take the comments about Jews. I can take the comments about blacks, but this is enough.
This is outrageous. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, exactly. I was a fan. Click. Oh my god. No, but because I was talking to, I have a friend who is like has been going through some stuff, because I had not been down particular roads with it, like I was never an IV drug user.
Right. You were more country roads.
I was a state school kind of gal. Public university, never the Ivy League. Oh my god. Oh Lord. But I don't do the old needle thing. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I don't wanna.
Yeah. Don't like it. Don't want it.
Also,
thank God, because there's a person that I know in Boston who was doing that shit. Basically got stalactites like jammed up in the doctor. I mean, that's probably not the correct
technical term.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not a doctor. Never said you were.
Excuse me. Yeah.
There's so much that can go wrong that way. Also, just this number one, because there's two main barriers of that. A, I'm not a fucking nurse.
Sure.
And I'm not trying to go to nursing school.
Nope.
And I have shaky hands and just
you
naturally.
Got those tremor,
I got a familial tremor. Yes, I do. Hi. And I cannot be trusted to stick myself. Absolutely not.
Sure, right.
But then on the other hand, there is when you're injecting any substance into the veins intravenously, there is no protection. And you don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is not like 3 cc's of Ativan that you're getting from a medical distributor.
Right.
You're getting dirty rocks from the street from Toothless Gary, who's like been jerking off for 36 hours in your bathroom.
Yeah, there could be a light dusting a Drano.
Hello.
Yeah.
Anything. Hi.
Hello. Did you get this on Klarna? No.
Yeah, 4 easy payments. So there's no, and I've heard of people.
Is there hair on the mic?
Yeah, there's something. I did you have to purify your junk before you stick it into your veins, because God only knows. But more than that though, the truly scary thing is that, and I've heard this from every single IV drug user, is that it's a no turning back thing.
Oh, because the rush is so intense or something.
It's like what you hear about heroin.
Sure,
like there's a lot of like always chasing that first high or whatever. But it's like once you dance with the devil, you'll always want to go back to hell, like that kind of thing.
And it's already a tough drug in terms of recidivism.
It's like really hard. Like it's not like it's like it's like not like super hard.
It's not like well, I don't know. Well, do I have anything planned for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's like well, I guess I'd kill my family. It's like but I don't need
something
that.
on Netflix or
No, I don't need that whole because that is as an addict. That is extremely exciting for me.
That there's just like a return from
Bridget Fonda, the point of no return. That's me. And because I know guys like, I have a friend who's in his 60s. He'll like slam meth
And slam is the term for shooting it, right?
Yeah, shooting it. Mm-hmm. And he'll get robbed. He'll like slam meth, have like hustlers or rent boys or like junkies and dealers come over to house, rob from him and beat the shit out of them. It's just like a whole thing.
So does he slam it with them and then
yeah, and they rob his ass and kick him. And it's a whole drama.
Cycle. Yeah,
but it gets you like you just go to. Well, I think my therapist has described it like really well. She's like, it's just like really literally the devil. Like it's just the most. She's like, I think it's like the most. It's the devil.
Yeah,
it's the devil.
It's pure
like,
satanic.
It's like the. I was thinking about it too. It's like it really is the most kind of literal manifestation of that kind of traditional classic devil shit.
And it's the kind of thing too, right? Where the more of it you're around, it just draws more of it to you in terms of the darkness.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing I was thinking about, because it's very popular, and I didn't realize how people slamming it is really popular.
I didn't know that part.
I didn't know it either, but because and especially here in West Hollywood or in Los Angeles, and in New York,
Culver City too. Don't leave them out.
Studio City.
Oh, Gardena,
Alhambra. That there's it's very popular, but it's not cool.
No,
it's very not cool.
So it's frowned upon even amongst meth users.
Yeah, and there is within I'm like loath to say using communities, but they are in fact that. I would say there's more of a meth community than there's a gay community. Hello, hi, but whatever. Like, there's certainly more of a common purpose and a unifying factor.
Well, we get monomania.
Yeah, but there's always this.
Break it down for us.
Break it down. You got Saturday, it's 8 p.m.
Yeah,
you are sober. 8:05, you take a shot. Or you smoke your little meth, you feel like the only girl in the world.
Sure.
Then it's a fight to maintain your reputation as a regular, hot person who's just partying.
Okay.
And it's a fight against the descent into crazed, twacked out tweaker who can't hang or be trusted.
Wow. Okay,
so do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's a tightrope
anybody
act
can
going
turn.
on.
Like
at any time.
Anytime, and like a shot could turn you. Like if you do too much, you just are like, like you're wild and crazy. You're just whacked out, and you can't hang because people would just want to fuck. They want to have lots of crazy chem sex. Yeah. And then, but what always inevitably happens is that like these long 8 p.m. turns into 8 a.m. and then 8 a.m. turns into 4 p.m. And then Saturday goes into Sunday, and we still haven't slept, and we're still fucking, and it's getting a little gnarly.
And then you keep taking more.
Right.
And then Saturday at 8 p.m. turns into Friday at 9 a.m. That kind of stuff.
Oh, like go
for starting times.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the whole day. It's like I was like a weekend warrior, and then the weekend became a 3-day weekend, and then it was Thursday to Thursday, and then it was just like
7-day weekend.
7-day weekend.
Yeah.
But and then people like shooting up every day. Oh my god,
that is terrifying.
It's wild. Well, I'm very interested in that because it's you chemically, neurotransmitter wise.
Yeah.
You are so depleted,
right,
that the possibility of an actual like dopamine rush is really not there.
Sure, it's gone at this point.
It's gone, but I think but there is the possibility of like prolonged sex is there. So it's the whole weird thing. I don't know. It's
also weird that I think that's one of the few drugs that it would make sense if it wouldn't help you stay hard or whatever, or if it was a deterrent to sex, right? Because other drugs, people can't get hard, or booze, people have whiskey dick, whatever.
Oh no, people have meth dick is a huge thing. People cannot get hard.
Really? Okay, just because I've heard about this chem sex thing, so I thought, oh, that's weird. Like, what a weird, and I thought horribly, almost deceptive thing that it's like you can have sex, so everything's fine,
right?
But not really.
No, it's because it's a big time
vasoconstrictor. That's what I thought. That's why I thought it was so weird when I heard about chem sex. Yeah,
you got coke dick, but the crystal dick's the same thing too. And so a lot of times they take Viagra. which is actually really
great
dangerous.
for the because the heart.
So hard,
Yeah.
so hard in the heart. But I think what a lot of times we're dealing with is bottoms. So
I see.
What happens is
Okay.
that, and I've heard this. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to generalize, but I've heard from many people who run the whole gamut of sexuality. By the way, like
Sure.
it is a huge. It turns the lights on in the kink room, and people go wild.
I remember, was it one guest we had on? James St. James with Devin. He was talking about his lost era with meth.
Okay.
But he had said something to the effect of that maybe there were some sexual inhibitions that he had, and those were gone. And so I think that's what also leads to the kink thing with that, because kink in and of itself is not
right.
There's nothing negative about it, but I think it's to do with
the inhibitions going.
The inhibitions going, and also the progressing to see what else is there, what else is there, what else is there.
Yeah, and that's really interesting because I actually went to a meeting a little while ago that was about kink in sobriety.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And what happened, I heard a lot of the same things, is that there's two main problems. One is like, mostly the problem is extricating the now totally entangled sex and drugs paradigm.
Sure. And now, because also at the same time, everything's been rewired with meth. Like I know all drugs do it to a degree, but like with meth, that's the worst thing about it, right?
So yeah, well, it can be really awful, because if all you know is sex and chem
with
sex,
this,
then that's just sex.
Yeah. Talking about association problems.
And then like,
so anyone who's a smoker who can't drink their coffee because they quit smoking and it makes them Jones for a cigarette, think about that.
Oh my God. Oh, so badly. And then when you do come down and try to get off it, and then you say you have sex or you masturbate, it's like, are you kidding me? Like it's basically like going to like a 20-star Michelin restaurant for 20 years, and then you have to have cold McDonald's.
Yeah.
I mean, not that bad, but you know what I mean? Like
warm McDonald's.
Well, yeah, tepid.
Tepid.
But
and not your meal of choice.
No. Yeah. But people were talking about like, it's interesting to have to like get sober and come out of that fog and realize, actually, these kinky things are what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And then you can explore those totally in a healthy way and totally sober. And actually, they become way cooler because you're totally aware and all that
That's
stuff.
right. Totally in touch with your body and all that. Yeah.
And totally able to communicate.
Right.
Rather than like face down, ass in a sling, 3 days in a meth and pipe in your mouth, and you're just getting railed by 36 dudes anonymously.
Sure.
Well, maybe anonymous sex is like something that's fun and attractive, but now you can do it like in a healthy way.
Yeah. Now you can actually experience it instead of just being in this state of nothingness in a way. Or it's kind of it's like an overstimulation that then becomes its own black hole.
Yeah.
And then if you factor also into that, or if you add to that this intense physical sensation with it, then it's like the ultimate.
Oh, it's the worst. Trying to get those separated is so tricky for so many people. I'm so glad I rarely hooked up with people using, because I get too like, I'm that tweaker.
Okay,
I'm like,
bugged out,
sweating.
Sure.
The few times, I remember there's a couple times where like, because what always ends up happening is like, well, not always, but it's frequent to have like, it always starts great.
Okay.
And then
everyone's excited.
Everyone's excited because you do feel like a very powerful, vivid connection. That's just a bunch of dopamine in your brain.
It's euphoria. The other person's euphoric.
Oh my God, it's hot. And then all of a sudden you're just jerking off to porn together.
Okay.
And then you can't get your head out of the porn, and then like I'm like 3 hours on their bed, and I get up and I've left a Titanic fucking sweat stain, because I'm just like sweating, jerking off to it. Is disgusting.
Sure.
But I don't care, because I'm
you're whacked out of your skull. Yeah.
And it's like, nobody needs to see all that. So thank God, like I didn't have a lot of, sex with other people is the opposite of a trigger. It keeps me away from drugs, which is nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Like,
and it's a healthy thing, sex with other people. Yeah.
And sometimes, and I know, like, and I never, a lot of people have to come to terms with that. Like sex is sometimes awkward or not that great.
Yeah.
I know that. Like that is not news to me, and I don't care.
That's right.
You know, but like,
look, it's better than not doing it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I do not. It is so difficult for people who only have
who've only had that and had it enmeshed, all put up in a basket. That's a
years.
Terrible thought.
It takes years for people to get anywhere near some kind of like anywhere near a non-triggering sober sexual thing, because then it's even at a baseline, it's never perfect.
It's never perfect anyway. Right?
Anyways, right? Yeah.
So and it probably wasn't in the moment, but it's so associated with the dopamine rush, with the overstimulation of all your senses.
Yeah, and also just and Lord, people just putting ottomans up their ass and then having to go to the ER to get them yanked out.
Yeah, sure.
There was a guy. This is so gross.
That's fine. Mom, turn it off now.
Mom. There was a dealer that I had talked to in the past who was telling me he G'd out, so like on the GHB, G'd out in a bathhouse, and he was eventually taken in an ambulance after he was railed by nearly everybody in the place.
Unconscious, like tongue sticking out, because a G overdose is not pretty. I've only heard accounts of it.
It looked like there's like, are these necrophiliacs?
Yeah.
Because they're fucking a dead body.
Right. There can't be any kind of encouraging response from the body because it's almost like a seizure.
Yeah, literally just he's like, and it's like people told me later.
Jesus.
I had no idea what happened. There's it's like, ugh. It's crazy though. And some people, that's some people's fantasy.
I know.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, and also the risk too, just in terms of STIs.
Oh yeah.
Then goes up massively because people are in this don't care space.
Oh yeah.
And also they're just thrill seeking.
Isn't that crazy? So for me personally, sex is never that interesting. Like it's never that. I understand taking things to an extreme, taking things to a dark place, taking things like ramping it up, turning on the volume, getting crazy, wild, blah, 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 blah. But sexual pleasure is like. I more understand like free climbing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That actually makes more sense to me.
In terms of, as opposed to rather the heavy danger extreme.
Yeah. And also, well, because like, for me, like the sexual pleasure, like I'm not tied up by the whole orgasm. Like I love orgasm, but who cares? That's like never, it's never like a means to an end with me. And also the sex itself is like, just pure sexual pleasure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
like it's hot, it's great, cool, wonderful. Yeah. But then you ejaculate, come in, and you're like, oh, next. You know what I mean? Like, but there's never anything like I don't ever feel like enriched or.
Oh, I just really, really like it. I mean,
that's it. That sandwich was fabulous.
Yeah, and
you might write a blog post.
Maybe, maybe for the food blog that we're working on.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, not that I'm into splashing, certainly not. But and you know, if you are, God bless, carry on and hello. But it's one of those things you can't really fully have by yourself. The full spectrum of the sexual pleasure thing, because yes, it's not all about the orgasm. I obviously like to have that at the end of every encounter or in the middle of every encounter, whatever you want to, however it plays out. But it's the whole experience for me, and I think it's great. I'm quite a fan of it. But to basically dedicate your life to only experiencing these insane, dangerous versions, I think, of it. I can't really quite imagine. Thankfully.
I just don't, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad.
And by danger, I'm not talking about kink, obviously. I'm talking about the risky behavior,
Yeah, getting raped in the dark. It's why it's so interesting. But to see the extent to which that a sex obsession affects the gay man, because I obviously see it a lot and here, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't feel, when I don't feel like I'm like all things being equal, like when I'm sober and healthy and good, I don't feel at all like I'm a slave to my sex drive.
Sure. Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Because I know in the past I've made a lot of, and even sober, I had like a period where I was so willfully quote unquote slutty or promiscuous purposefully. Like I'm like trying to prove something.
Sure.
But it ended up doing behaviors that I was like, why did I do that?
See, that's the thing. If you end up either hanging out with people that you wouldn't want to hang out with, spending time with people you wouldn't want to spend time with just because maybe you'll have sex, then you're wasting your time.
Sucks shit, yeah.
You got to be able to at least enjoy your company that you're going to have sex with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of fun being around with a bunch of different people and stuff.
Yeah.
But if they're not able to carry a conversation...
It's not worth it.
No, because it's just you kind of want to just get away from them.
I just feel like I feel like I'm robbing them.
Really?
Like
I feel like I'm robbing myself.
That's what. Oh yeah. There's just like you got something I want. You got like a gold purse underneath.
Oh,
you got
that.
a gold coin purse. I'm just trying to get the cookies.
Because
I'm trying to get them cookies and run.
Well, that's why it was someone like that dummy who was like, "Oh no, we mustn't." It's like, listen, I really don't go for that. So if that's what you want to do, like basically fuck off.
Take your Jew hating ass down the street and get hit by a car.
That's right. Yeah. I guess you can do that just fine.
Fucking bitch.
Because the best is when it's the both of you are just like into having fun or whatever the situation is. Not like someone's gonna get something from someone.
Yeah, an intimate union of carnal delights.
That's why you say you vote for the people. Well, I'm just hoping for an intimate union of the carnal delight.
And I'll stand for nothing less. Thank you very much, Bob.
Thank you.
I have to pee so bad.
Hi guys, this is Sam Sparrow. I just wanted to get in touch. Love the show. Big listener. I just had a quick question. Actually, this one's for you, Craig. It's kind of been on my mind for a while. Are you gay? Because it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Anyway, let me know when you can. I mean, it's not a big deal. Whatever. Bye.
I have to actually write 2 pages or else I'm going to get
Caned.
They're going to cane me.
I won't tell anyone.
They're going to cane me.
If you don't what?
Oh, write a book. Hi.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hello.
Hi. This is a soon-to-be-published #1 author.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right. I think it's already #1 on some charts.
Danielle Stool. Danielle Stool. That's me.
I thought it was Danielle Stool.
Danielle Stool. Wait, have you seen Just One of the Guys? The movie Just One of the Guys?
I love that. With starring Joyce Heiser.
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper. He says that. The guy,
right.
Rick, he says Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Cyndi Lauper. For no reason.
Great movie.
So good.
Yeah, I love that.
He's got tits. Yeah.
That might be a fun movie club sometime.
I'm telling you. Now, I would be down for that.
Would you? Okay.
Absolutely, I would.
Great.
Hey, is Terry home?
the brother who has porn magazines all over
He is a sex addict in training.
Yes, he is.
Is that Keith Coogan? No,
it's not. He wouldn't be, I think, believable in the role, personally.
No.
I find Keith Coogan a bit sexless.
Keith Coogan.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
I just watched Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
You were all hot for Keith Coogan?
Well, no. Although he walked right in the first couple of... the first little bit, he walks up the stairs. Of course, he's a rock and roller. You know about that?
Yeah, rock and roll.
Yeah. And he has ripped jeans, and there's 2 slices in the buttocks, the gluteal folds of his jeans, where you can see his underpants. I thought that was a little provocative.
It is a little provocative, a little racy, if you ask me.
He's got tits. But the brother, the younger brother, who's the sex obsessed, porn obsessed younger brother,
who decorates his room with nothing
porno,
but
But and then in defense of he gets called out for misogyny. And in the defense of these ladies, he said, Kim reads Vonnegut and Luann despises toxic waste. And the only reason that Brenda does her physics homework butt naked is because the library is so hot. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
It's so good.
It is amazing. Oh my God.
Kim reads Vonnegut.
Yeah.
She's like just naked, like titties out. I think she's probably reading about it. But it's so funny. That was really nice. It's progressive.
Yeah, very progressive.
These ladies are doing it. Listen, they're independent women.
That's all.
Don't you dare.
And why are you shaming them for the way that they conduct their studies?
You got tits. Yeah.
He's got tits.
He's got tits. Yeah, she's so sexy.
Oh, she's stunning. Yeah.
And there's that whole. I think the opening is like the slow pan up her body.
Yes, it is.
Which she's wearing just like a little panties and like maybe I think a crop top.
Oh yeah, it's
something
very
like
cropped.
that. Very cropped. And
barely there.
And she's just like it's the sun's and she just yeah. Won't get taken seriously as a journalist in her high school.
That's right.
So,
unless she tapes them down.
Yeah.
And
What do you get? So, ladies, what is the first order of business? What is the easiest, most effective way to deal with misogyny in the high school writing workplace? You got to go to the neighboring school as the opposite gender.
That's all you got to do.
Listen,
it's all you got to do.
Get in drag and prove a point.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? Everything will go fine.
Everything's fine. And then you get to experiment with a whole new wardrobe because you're very stylish.
Very, very stylish. Yeah, you can take that style passion and put it into a whole new realm.
Those 80s man's outfits that she wore were pretty wild. Yeah. And she did a not convincing job, I don't think.
Not whatsoever.
I wouldn't say passable at all.
It's not even winking to the audience. It's you have to be sort of blind, deaf, and dumb to not understand that this is a lady.
Hey, is Terry home?
But I think it was an awakening for who's the little lady that has the crush on her?
Oh, Deborah. No, she has. Oh, right. Oh, wait. So Deborah,
right? Doesn't she?
Looks like Olivia Newton-John.
Yes.
Deborah.
She gets sweet on. Terry
does get sweet on,
and then the ball player is confused as to why he's so fond of Terry as well. I think you know what, we should revisit it because we should do a movie club.
Yeah, I do remember that when Deborah loses an earring back, Terry.
The dance button?
Because her dance button comes undone. Terry says, "Oh, just take the pencil eraser off the pencil and use it in the back."
That's right.
And she's like, "How do you know that? You're a man." She's like, "Oh, I got a lot of sisters."
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. You know how it is, babe.
Hey.
I got a lot of fucking broads at home.
There's a lot of ladies there. And doesn't Terry then adjust her crotch?
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course.
Like that's...
Sorry. Got a little bit distracted by my 18-inch salami dick. My fucking huge dick, man dick.
You know, that
shirts and skins in gym class.
Oh my God, that's right. How does she wriggle out of that one?
She she puts the fire.
That's
the sprinkler system.
Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah.
So another tip, ladies, when you want to be taken seriously as a journalist in your high school,
you
go to the other school, and when you're faced with a dilemma like this,
or a jock inspection,
weekly. Oh, that's right.
Weekly jock inspections.
How did she get into that one again? Does she trip the fire alarm again?
Yes, I think she does.
There's a lot of fire alarms.
And then she gets that. She does a
that's right. She doubles over. And
I gotta go to the nurse.
It's really serious.
It's my huge dick, my man.
It's
dick.
so swollen and hasn't been relieved. Did you ever see Soul Man?
No.
Oh, this is
Is that transracial?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Lord.
So the premise is
that
this is crazy. C. Thomas Howell from The Outsiders, I believe he played Ponyboy, plays a young man who is having trouble getting into school. So what he does is he figures out a way to take advantage of affirmative action by
speaking jive.
No,
don't tell me.
Not just that. He takes pills that affect the color of his skin. Then he has Jerry curl as well.
Soul glow.
Yeah, and he goes to Harvard University as a black man.
In blackface.
In blackface. He does the whole film in blackface. And then he falls in love with Radon Chong, who doesn't know that he's not a black
Of course, why would she?
person. And then James Earl Jones is in it as the professor. And it is shocking.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So if you want to be horrified, go watch Soul Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me he doesn't. It's like, what would you mean? But he doesn't do that, does he?
Let's pull up a clip from it.
Okay, because I'm curious as to what
his speech pattern.
I speak jive. Yeah. Call me some blackjack. Does he do all that? Or does he do like the
he does a Prince impression at
Anthony,
one point. He dresses up like Prince. Oh, the Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh God! And the got the same way. Wow! Yeah.
Harvard Law School.
Yeah! Tuition and fees $10,493.
Harvard Law School. This is a big day for all of us. That's why I've decided to let you pay your own way.
Estimated annual living expenses,
You ever applied for a loan before?
$7,500.
Mr. Watson, you don't pay your bills. Get out.
Total for 3 years of law school.
Wait a second, look at this. Full tuition for the most qualified applicant, most qualified black applicant.
$53,979.
Don't you think you're overreacting?
No.
Congratulations, Mr. Watson.
Thank you, sir. I'll do my best.
Some people will do anything to get into Harvard.
It's gonna be great. These are the 80s, man. It's the Cosby decade.
For Mark Watson, all it took was a little soul.
I'd like you to meet my good friend, Kareem Abdul-Ali.
We got Washington here on the coin toss, so he'll take Leon.
That's Watson.
Right. Sorry, Marcus.
Yeah, there may be a problem here. Your roommate was a,
What?
a black Negro.
A black Negro?
You know, there's something really strange about you, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, God, is she beautiful? You gotta believe me.
You must have learned a great deal more than you bargained for.
Tell her I'm white.
Don't tell her you're white.
What's going on?
Can we blame him for the color of his skin? Mom, Dad, I'm black.
What? No, you're crazy.
Mark Watson. Come on now!
From the producer of Risky Business, Soul Man. He didn't give up. He got down.
Right on. Do you really hate the Beach Boys now?
That's so wild.
It's insane.
Brown paint in a Jerry curl.
Yeah, it's so
Damn.
offensive. And I love that they filmed it at Harvard. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Boston.
Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah. Damn.
A couple other things I think we should really get to. There was a piece from that Barbra Streisand interview that I never got to
Did
play.
you find it? Oh my God, for Christ's sake.
I found it.
Okay.
It's really important.
The thing you have to understand is that I've got a mall in my basement.
and in the mall, I got an Olive Garden that makes a fabulous clams oreganata.
It's the biggest meatball you'll ever see.
But you're never going to see it.
But you're never going to see it.
Just me.
I
My
don't
step.
know what the fuck accent I'm trying to do.
And you have an interesting statistic about potato chips you wanted to share.
I just found this out last week, and I think it's amazing. What the American public spends on potato chips.
Oh, no.
$7 billion per year on potato chips. On diet and regular sodas, $73.9 billion. And fast food, $110 billion. I mean, think of what that could do for our country, for our infrastructure.
Yes.
For schools.
And for our bodies, quite frankly, if we were spending it on other things.
Exactly.
Yeah, instead of buying that food, you could be putting all that money towards research. Schools.
What the fuck? Is she insane?
Possibly.
Okay, Mary Dugan, sit down a second. People are buying the food to eat.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is large numbers of extremely to moderately to fairly poor people.
Sure. And a large group of them. We're talking about a large number.
Millions.
Yeah.
Hundreds
right.
of millions.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it 300 million people in the United States? Something like that?
Is it? Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
but
you take millions of people buying.
50 million people.
That's 50 million monkeys even.
They can't be wrong.
They can't be wrong. They sure are
and
hungry,
they're buying
though.
potato chips and sodas.
Yeah.
And fast foods. When they could be paying for research.
Yeah, they could be donating that money to a greater cause.
What is wrong with her? They could be laying bricks in my mall in the basement.
They could be working for some lovely clams oreganata, which, as indulgent as it is still far a cut above.
She is fucking insane. It's not the government. It's not the government spending.
We're not talking
this money.
about $1 trillion went to to creating new arms for no reason, and that money could go into feeding, clothing.
Yeah,
those less fortunate.
Sure,
like the space stuff that we were talking about before the show started. So no one knows what we're talking about.
But if she had said, okay, she could have said, "Oh my God, the aerospace." NASA's, the budget for she could say we're not at war. And yet the Pentagon's budget is yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Or where this all of this NASA money could be going towards research to help nutrition, poverty, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, all these taxes that Amazon's not paying.
There you go.
If they were paying taxes,
the churches not paying taxes, but they're drinking soda,
regular and diet soda.
Barbara. I'm sorry, my dear. You are up for cancellation.
Now, is this the funny girl syndrome?
The Barbra Streisand effect?
Oh, it could be.
Do you know the Barbra Streisand effect?
What is that again?
The Barbra Streisand effect is when you draw more attention to a matter by saying, don't talk about it.
Oh, okay. Right. Because
think
she'd be like, don't talk about my personal life. And then everyone would be...
Zooms in on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like passive aggressive, or it's like almost like reverse psychology.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, but I really can't talk about that right now ever, and then it blows up. Yeah.
Because now the modern version of that is couples that are obviously a couple and they say, we don't discuss our personal lives. Mm-hmm. Beyonce and Jay-Z did that for a while.
Did they?
Yeah, at the beginning of the relationship, I think, for a good long while. Well, the other thing is, what syndrome would that be? Because remember the Yentl syndrome discussed on the other episode?
Oh, right.
And then we discussed how the mirror has two feces is the most dangerous syndrome.
And what's the Prince of Tides syndrome? Fucking your patients?
I think so. Who may have had a bad time as a child.
He got buggered.
Well, yeah, he did. The Nutz syndrome. Did you ever see Nutz?
No. Is that N-U-T-Z or N-U-T-S?
I wish it was N-U-T-Z.
Wow, zany.
It's Barbra Streisand, and I'm Nutz.
Is this Woody Allen? No, it's not.
Woody Allen in a Barbra Streisand film. Because she directed Mirror Has Two Feces and Yentl. And Nutz, she didn't direct, but had a strong producer role in it.
Okay.
As with most of the films she made. Nutz is amazing because...
So bad. I can smell it all the way. 50 million critics can't be wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and she composed a score for it that was like avant-garde classical.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. And it was done around the same time as the Dong Johnson.
Dong Johnson and Tinkle Tweaker are appearing at the Crystal Palace for a special screening of Nutz.
It's crazy. So she plays a prostitute.
Okay.
Who's wrongly accused of murder or something, and her attorney is played by Richard Dreyfuss. I remember enjoying it as a youth, but I want to see it again.
Is it a screwball comedy?
Sadly, no. I mean, it could be interpreted as such. Yes, it's a very serious, meaningful drama.
And it's called Nutz?
Nutz, N-U-T-S.
Nutz.
Yeah.
Terrible
so this funny
name.
lady.
That's a comedy.
Nutz.
That's a Mel Brooks comedy.
Yeah, right.
Nutz.
N-U-T-Z.
N-U-T-Z exclamation point.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
This summer, Barbra Streisand
is nuts. You thought she was funny. Some think she's wacky, but really, Barbra Streisand is nuts.
Oh,
what,
my
me?
God.
Coming this fall to a theater near you.
What? $45 billion. Oh my God.
Sorry, I forgot we cut out the clip that they use in the thing. This summer, Barbra Streisand is nuts. Wait, hold on one sec.
Wait, did they do that?
No.
Oh.
But I think I have the trailer here. I think we should listen to the trailer. This summer, see Barbra Streisand like you've never seen her before. She's a funny lady, and she was the star who was born. But now, Barbra Streisand is nuts.
Found this out last week, and I think it's amazing. What the American public spends on potato chips. $7 billion per year on potato chips. On diet and regular sodas, $73.9 billion. And fast food, $110 billion.
Oh.
I mean, think of what that could do for our country, for our infrastructure.
Yes.
For schools.
And for our bodies, quite frankly, if we were spending it on other things.
Exactly.
Research, yeah. Research.
This fall and summer, Barbra Streisand is nuts. Playing at your personal shopping mall.
Oh my God, damn.
Well, now that just alerts me to the fact that there's plums sitting out in every Barbra Streisand interview that I think we're going to have to, I'm going to have to go dig through some more.
Yeah, you got to get it. You got to get in there.
I got to get in there. I mean, that's...
Well, like when she was when at the Oscars and she's like, for some reason, introducing Spike Lee because they both like hats.
I forgot about that.
We have a lot in common. We both like hats.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay.
All that soda and chips. Those goddamn people are buying. Oh, and there's another song that I wanted to bring up that I think would actually be perfect for the Straight Pride Parade.
Somebody wants to tell me.
I'm calling the police.
But listen, this is for journalistic.
Smack mouth. Smack mouth. Smack mouth.
Smack mouth.
Smack
Now,
mouth.
almost as offensive as hearing this song is that today in my inbox there was an alert from Rolling Stone. Okay, they published an oral history of the history of this song. Now, okay, I can't even get.
But didn't they come out? They
came out against Shrek.
No, they came out against straight pride.
Did they?
I think so.
Okay, let's look that up.
I think Smash Mouth said straight pride, fuck off.
Because they knew that this song would be used in the parade. This is one of my least favorite songs of all time.
I think this song should be stricken $75 billion. Okay,
on potato
chips.
Yeah,
and this song.
You know how many
could
copies
be
it sold?
Research.
They could have spent that money instead of on the Smash Mouth album.
Schools.
On schools. Yeah, school research.
Hold on.
Yeah, you look that up while I pull this up because this feature has some amazing things in it. The lead singer, Steve Harwell, actually says regarding their first hit, Walking on the Sun, another song, you remember that one, Walking on the Sun?
Yes.
No need to play it if we both remember it. And hopefully you all remember it out there. Do not look it up because I'm saying that because we care for you. Mm-hmm. Steve Harwell says, Walking on the Sun changed music. He says, it changed the way people listen to music. I've talked to other artists over the years, and they said the day that song came out on the radio, they were like, we're fucked. It was so different. It was so unusual. It was so special. It just had that sound that we created. Ask anybody that's tried to copy us. You can't. You just can't. This was said straight-faced by a guy who's in Smash Mouth. Prince would never say, oh, that song? Yeah, my song? That changed music.
Yeah, it changed music all right.
Yeah. Yeah,
for the worst.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It sat us in a dumpster. Later in that article, Steve Harwell goes on to say that All Stars, that song, later changed music again.
Oh, right, sure, yeah.
Yeah. That All Star song is really just like a jingle gone wild. Like if it was like Cornflakes, also fucking great.
It's TGI Fridays. Yeah.
Fridays, totally. Get your drink
water
on.
Water country. I'd actually rather listen to Water.
Me too. Have a ball.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's great.
So Smash Mouth did say straight pride parade, fuck off. So you know what? For all we've said about your song,
yeah,
I mean, I'm sure they're listening to us too.
56,000 likes.
They're very popular.
That's a viral tweet, honey.
If I've ever seen one before, darling. Pass me my dance button.
Yeah, right. Straight. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So they get a pass.
They get a pass, but I think that song is probably beloved by a lot of the people that are going to be marching in the parade, which is happening on August 31st. Now, a listener pointed out something very, very true.
Oh, which is what?
Sarah Kiley is the listener that I meant to address earlier, or meant to reference earlier, rather, regarding straight pride. She said, the funniest thing about this pile of rotted tampons plan for a straight pride parade is the alleged approval date, August 31st, which I think that has been approved. I'm not sure. It's the last day of August as well as the 1st of September, and those are notoriously moving day. In Boston.
It is the worst day.
It's the worst day
to do anything in Boston.
Exactly right.
September,
exactly right.
August. Oh my God, that is hysterical. Those 2 days are oh my God,
living
that is
hell.
Absolute living hell.
That's right.
The traffic, in every, oh my God,
everything
all
about
the
it.
residential streets, nothing happens in this.
No.
I mean, most of the center, it's so funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
The center's cleared out.
Yeah.
The center, with the unpopulated center, which is where a parade would go.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my God. That's so funny. Yeah, that is the worst day. Oh Lord, that day sucks.
So it's
shit.
Perfect for that garbage festival of a parade.
Lovely gal.
She also mentions, I find it hard to believe the city would give anyone a permit for that day, and if they did, all it will take is the first of many novice U-Haul renters to ignore the bridge clearance warnings on Sturrow Drive and get stuck under the overpass and derail the whole thing.
Love it.
Me too.
Yeah.
So you know what? Maybe someone will just take it upon themselves to just ram one of those trucks under there to stop them anyway.
Yanking.
That's right.
I think that'd be great. Oh, in other cinematic news,
yes,
I finally saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, did you?
So lovely.
How is it? I just asked you that after you told me how good it was. Okay.
Well, the animation is so breathtaking.
Wait, so it's animated?
It's animated, and it's in comic book style. So there's pow, wow, ding, zang, zoink,
really?
zoinks, and it's really so well written. It won the Oscar.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it won the Oscar for best, I guess, animated film. It is it's so good, and I hadn't seen it because I don't know. Everybody said it was good. So it was like
that puts you off a film.
Well,
yeah, I know what you mean.
No tension.
But you liked it too.
It was so good, so lovely and funny and wonderful. And
I didn't see it because it came out in the last 10 years. So.
Right,
But
we'll
listen,
have to wait another 30 years.
I have to
get on your radar
till they maybe play it that.
The new.
That's right. Which is where I was this past Tuesday night for a fabulous double feature of Knife Plus Heart and Cruising. Now, Cruising, of course, 1980 classic by William Friedkin. But the other film I hadn't seen before, and it's from 2018.
Oh my God! I don't even know who you are anymore.
I know. Listen, a lot of changes lately, right? A lot of new revelations. But I got to say, Knife Plus Heart, fucking amazing.
Is that available on Netflix?
It might be on Netflix, or it might be on
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Yeah. So go to Amazon Prime and check it out. If it's a rental, it's worth it. It is beautifully filmed. It's I don't want to spoil it because I hate spoilers.
Gap-tooth Frenchie.
That's right. Vanessa Paradis.
Yeah. Former lover of Jonathan Depp.
Yeah. That's right. Former wife, I believe.
Former wife, yes.
Quite a contentious.
Yes. And did you read that Rolling Stone article about him?
Oh my God. Yes, I did. How disturbing was that?
I don't like it.
It was not good.
No.
Ugh. The amount he spent on wine per month was scary. The seeming absence of anyone that he didn't pay around in his life.
Yeah.
Really disturbing. The amount of debt he allegedly is in.
Oh my God.
Like he couldn't even make enough $20 million films to cover his monthly nut.
That is fucking insane.
Listen, we've all spent too much sometimes and been like, whoa, hey.
I certainly have. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I have. And I know what that's like. But once you start going in the red.
And ignore multiple warnings from your accountant.
Right.
Nicolas Cage had that happen too. But I mean, I think he corrected the course, right? Like he righted the ship and everything's fine now.
Yeah. But these are people who get into like their hobbies are. I collect, German dolls from like the Weimar collection.
Yeah.
And his thing is like, I collect chateau.
Yeah.
Like
I like
castles.
chateaus. Yeah. Castles.
Like I collect castles.
Yeah. Right.
Like I buy houses.
Massive estates.
Mansions.
Yeah. All over the world. And then private planes to get to them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get a grip, change your costume, Mimi, change it around. Like, I don't get it.
Plus,
schools. Why can't they buy schools?
Yeah, why not schools?
Research.
You're buying all those chateaus. You could be buying some school research. Or some potato chips to give away to the people so that they can then donate their money to a good cause. So Knife Plus Heart.
Okay.
Vanessa Paradis, and I don't want to spoil any of the plot, but the setting is 1979, France, Paris. In particular, and the gay porn world. She is a porn director.
Oh, no way.
And there's a murder happening. So that's all I want to tell you. It is visually stunning. It's intriguing and provocative and stimulating. It's also in French, but it has subtitles.
Great.
So there you go. You're covered on all fronts. I highly recommend it. It was a very nice pairing with Cruising as well.
And mercifully brief.
That's correct. Under 100 minutes.
Incredible.
Yeah,
now
so
you've really got my attention.
I think I sold you on this one, right?
Yeah.
And I have
French,
to say,
gay.
Cruising was amazing to see with a full house again. But there was a couple knuckleheads sat fairly close behind us who basically laughed at anything gay.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, it was really, really
Because gay stuff
annoying.
is hysterical.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh,
yeah, you see two guys making out.
Oh, fucking gay shit, bro.
Yeah, you see Al Pacino starting to dress like a leather man.
He's got tits.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I had actually shushed one of them at the beginning of the film. Right at the beginning. He started nattering onto his friend. He was like, the Germans were supposed to score this whole film, which A, is not true, and B, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Shut up. So
why are film people so weird?
Well, I think this is one of those not real film people because again,
also we're in LA.
Yeah.
So the film people here.
Oh, they can be kind of shitty.
They're just really intense.
Well, see, but intense is good because usually that means a kind of a reverence.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And that kind of stuff really eats at me, especially at the New Beverly, because also the other thing is, keep laughing at all the gay stuff. Do you have any idea who you're sat in the theater with here?
Yeah, a bunch of fucking faggy homos. Bunch of dick-sucking, cornhole fucking faggy homos.
Have you seen Cruising? I can't remember. Okay, well, when we watch it, I'll point out the bits that they were laughing at. But overall, a wonderful experience. I went to it with Devin, Green, and Ned, and a
How
good
long
pairing.
is that movie?
That's about 105 minutes.
Forget it.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
No, I know.
Yeah, I love 95 to 115.
So it's in the acceptable range.
Yeah,
and I think that probably does it for this episode.
I think it does. I'd like to give a special shout out to Miss Tinkle Tweaker and Crystal AB Dance Button of the Crystal Palace for their unparalleled showmanship.
Certainly, and determination.
Yes, and performative generosity in the face of hardship and adversity.
Well, I'd like to second that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
The big old thumbs up. And, well, we'll close out. What song should we close out with? Maybe.
I think we should close out with a Barbra Streisand song.
Fabulous.
How about, did she do the soundtrack for The Prince of Tides?
Now, let's look that up. I think she did. And I don't know if the Nutz score is available. I could probably find it, but they're instrumental numbers.
Oh, then forget it.
Music from Prince of Tides? Nope.
No.
No, it looks like a score. How about...
Wait, this is a non sequitur, but I
think we could fit one or two of those in the show.
But I really want you to play this one.
This is a real classic in the Barbra.
This is a barn burner. This is a fruit barn. I think this is a great movie club.
Oh, we'll have to do this then.
It's actually pretty short. It's got a reputation of being so weird, the movie, but it's actually not that weird. I mean, it's fucking weird, but like it's not. But it's not unwatchably weird. I don't think.
It's not like an art film.
It is very, very that, but it has a plot. It's got a plot. It's not impenetrable. It's not impenetrable.
He has other films that are a little bit more difficult, maybe.
I think so.
So should we tell him what it is?
This is from Eraserhead.
And the song is called
In Heaven.
See you next time, gang.
The Lady in the Radiator.